you get over those fears eventually. You start putting in the work and putting the reps in. Um, I got to talk about your character, the snake.
Mm-hmm.
Where did that come from?
A six pack and a joint, basically. Riding down the road, listening to Monday Night Football. They were talking about Kenny Stabler. They called him the Snake. And I really liked Stabler. He was wild, he was crazy, he was a partier. And that was the guy I wanted to be like if I could. So, Snake, at the time, there was a TV show on called Dallas. I don't know if you remember it.
Mm-hmm.
The heel character on there was JR. So I already had Jake. I just needed to have a last name. So I come up with Roberts, Jake the Snake Roberts. And that's how that came to be.
Yeah, I mean, you've had an amazing career, and that character really took off running. When WWE brought you on board with that character, you brought in various snakes that
Yeah,
you called Damien. How did the actual animal get brought to television? Was that something that Vince decided, let's do this?
yeah. Vince decided to do it. I'd had the idea for some time, and Bill Watts laughed at it. And he told me that we weren't doing a circus; that we were wrestling. There was no room in wrestling for a snake. Why don't he kick himself in the ass for that? But uh, Vince wanted to go with it, but there was one problem. I was terrified of snakes,
Hmm.
and still am today. I'm terrified of snakes, man.
What was it about snakes that made you just afraid, frightened?
The fear of getting bit, by a poisonous snake. The pythons aren't poisonous, but they leave a hell of a mark on you.
Yeah, that's true.
I've been bit about a dozen times, and all but three times I had to have stitches. But part of it, I,
Yeah.
and it bit a couple of other guys. It bit Andre on the shoulder. He didn't even know it. Broke off two fangs in him.
Wow. I mean, I guess getting bit, would you say it's better than being slammed in the ring or being tossed around in the ring? What hurts worse?
I think the getting bit does.
Yeah.
It really messes with your mind.
Hmm. Okay. All right.
To look down and see an animal chewing on you is a frightful experience.
Yeah, I can imagine.